The opinions expressed in the Out of Depth podcast are individual and do not necessarily represent Spirit Live or Toronto Metropolitan University. Regardless, thanks for tuning in and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Out of Depth podcast with your hosts,
Isaac Mirar,
Zach Thompson,
Ryan Price,
and Michelle Frank.
Sit back and relax as we go out of our depth.
welcome back to the Out of Depth podcast. Today we're here with special guest Ronan B.S. Shimon.
That's the name. Don't wear it out.
Yep. Yep.
welcome
Yep.
Ronan.
They really call me
If you know, you know.
regular Ronan in the mean streets of Toronto. They call me regular Ronan because I got nothing in between my name.
Wait, regular Ronan, is this your first time being on a podcast?
It is. It
Whoa.
is. Yep,
okay, okay.
Happy we're the first.
I know. You guys are my
Congratulations.
first.
Aw, I'm so happy to be your first.
I'm so happy to be your
I'm
first
happy
too.
that you guys are my first.
So Ronan, why don't you tell the audience why you're here today?
Well, I was abducted by four dashing but greasy young men to film a horrible. One more time. Horrible movie.
Phenomenal.
It was phenomenal.
I was
Talk about it.
abused.
No.
I was hurt. And you know what? They said I wasn't allowed to swear. And then I said, please, can I swear? And then they said, no. And then I said, please, please, please. And they said, fine, you get 2 swears.
You do get 2 swears this podcast.
So,
Yeah,
Only
this is
two.
this is the first time we're doing it, but a 2-swear rule.
2 swear rule.
That I have to censor because this podcast is due
Yeah.
in 6 hours.
So,
Oh,
respectfully, you guys can go yourselves. That's one, right? We can do
Yeah,
that's one. I got one more.
That's one.
That
You
is
get one
one.
more in the
That's
25-minute episode.
Really good, actually, yeah.
Yeah, we filmed a short film this week.
yeah.
That was kind of the challenge of
Yeah.
the week.
The whole shebang was that it was supposed to be in 12 hours, and we started at 3 p.m. and technically we ended filming around 9 p.m. and the short film was supposed to be done at 12 a.m. Was it?
3 a.m.
No.
No, it was not.
I
Well,
was
we
not-
finished the filming
Well,
pretty
it-
quickly.
We
It
finished
was-
filming.
We
the
started at
filming-
what did we start at?
We started at 3
o'clock?
p.m.
3 p.m. and we finished filming by 9, I think.
Yeah, about
9,
9.
9:30.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, but that first hour was just like set up and like
That's true.
writing the whole
It
idea
was.
out.
We
you know?
literally spent like an hour like writing, and honestly, I would like to mention I was so tired that this is the first time coming home that I fell asleep and missed my stop. I take Lakeshore East, and I'm there for like 7 stops. I went there almost all the way down, all 10 stops, and I woke up and I was like, crap. And so I had to wait there and wait for another train to come back. That was the first time I've actually ever missed my stop. Even the 12-hour challenge when we stayed overnight in the RCC, I still woke up right before my stop.
No, yeah, but can I just say, Isak, why were you of all people so tired?
The
Weren't you
night-
just on audio?
I was pretty
I
much
had
just
to
on.
hold up the big pole, guys. I had to press a button, guys. I was so tired.
Can we get
Bro,
this guy
you
off?
missed the button, bro.
Okay,
Like,
hang on, no,
We'll get to that. We'll
Let's
get to
stop.
that.
We'll get to
Okay,
that. No,
we'll
but
get to it. We'll
okay,
get
no, but
to it.
also because the night before, I think it was Wednesday to Thursdays, I didn't sleep until like 6, 7 a.m. and I woke up at 10 a.m. And then the night after, we were. Do you want to be kicked out of this podcast?
No, I don't. I like it so
Shut
much.
up.
I like it so
Let me
much.
tell my story. For like 3 days, I was on like a total of 9 hours of sleep. So normal for an engineer major, but for a film major, that was rough.
His poor film major body. He couldn't take
I
it.
know.
You can take it anymore.
I'm at-
My weak and fragile film major
Yeah.
body couldn't handle it.
I know.
Meanwhile, Ryan was filming the whole time.
I was.
Ronan was acting the whole time.
Acting my goddamn heart out. You guys don't understand.
That was
I had
Oscar-worthy acting.
people
though.
think I'm just a freak. Cause like
Oh,
the
wait.
camera was small, it was hidden, so I just ran around the RCC, freaking it up.
Yeah, no, it was funny. So during one of our first shots, Ronan was tweaking out, and he had to run out of the classroom in front of like a bunch of girls that were not in on it. And every time he ran out, I kept on pretending like he was just doing that,
No, it was
like it
real.
wasn't part of the movie, and
Yeah.
he was just genuinely tweaking out.
So
So-
funny. I liked it so much. I especially liked when I would come out and be like, "Hey guys, so I'm filming a film," and then Michelle would be like, "What do you mean you're filming a film, buddy? We need to get you your normal pills. Get a load of this guy." Hi, I'm Michelle. Yes.
Well, oh, we all
Everyone
get
gets 2 swears. Just make my
Okay,
life
okay.
easy, please.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
fine.
so
Yes.
we
sorry.
filmed.
I hate this.
That's one.
That's one.
One
Okay,
more
so
sweat.
we filmed the short film. What was the kind of idea of the short film? Like, what was the plot and stuff?
Okay,
What did we do?
since I guess it was kind of my idea and I was the director, I'll say. But I recently watched the movie Crank. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, starring Jason
No.
Statham. But the premise of the movie was just he is on a bunch of drugs
Mhm.
and he can't let his adrenaline go too low or else he'll die. And so it's just very high action. And I was like, whoa, Ronan would be perfect for this. And this is a genius idea. Either way, the premise of the movie is just this guy, he's tired, he's studying for school. And then his friend, Juno,
Juno.
I don't know if you guys know him, hands him this illicit drug which really unleashes his mind, and he
Yeah.
goes on a rampage throughout TMU campus. And I think it was pretty fun, honestly. I think action movies are a pretty good genre to do as like a very fun thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, I like doing it, except for the part when I had to do it, I would say would be the main thing.
Yeah.
I really liked when Mish was like, we're going to improv an action scene. 'Cause
Oh
that's
my
It
God.
worked though.
It did not.
worked.
It's-
Dude, it
Well,
was.
it kinda-
Wait,
it
which
kinda
one?
worked.
Which
I
one?
know
Which
it
one?
worked.
Which one? are we
Which
talking
one?
The
about?
parts that we proved, which is the opposite of improv, were good. I really like those. I made that
Proved.
word up. Someone add it to the dictionary.
Proved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say that the best parts of the movie were the bits that were not free-handed.
Proved. Proved is the official word.
Prov.
Yeah,
Now it
yeah,
is.
on a tripod.
Isak said he's gonna do his own editing, but I think that the final fight scene could be cleaned up a bit. I think that Zach, you're giving it too little credit. I think it's better than it really
Zach,
is.
don't
Yeah.
cry. Zach,
Dude,
don't cry.
You didn't even follow the 180 rule. Like I had to
180
flip
rule. Look at this guy.
shots around
Ah,
because
very
they just
cool.
film student, but I'm
Okay, the
fresh.
reason I will say yes, we didn't follow the 180 rule on a few of those shots, but it was because if we did, then like we were gonna like see ourselves in the reflection, or it would have been like the same shot as before, and it would look weird.
Yeah, and all the close-ups were meant to be like following our actions, so the 180 rule didn't really apply because Ryan was moving in and he was like weaving through tables and chairs the whole time, you know?
The main
So.
like thing that we were referencing was like the one shot old boy one, right?
Yes.
With
in the initial fight scene with the civilians.
Yes, yeah, with the villains.
With the villains. Maybe we should go through like what the day looked like step by step and just see the whole process, you know? Because really, I don't know about you guys, but this is my first time doing like a film challenge where we had like constraints and stuff like
Yeah.
that, you know? So
Yeah.
who wants
honestly,
to get
this-
us started?
Yeah.
So basically, you want me, I can do it.
You can go.
Basically, how it started was I had class in the morning, so we started at about 3 o'clock. That's kind of when we all met up. We had no plan. We were just, I didn't have a plan. I don't know if anyone else had a plan. We
No,
kind of just went
was
into
zero
it.
plan.
The only things we had planned out is we had rented a little bit of equipment from the EDC just so that because we had to do that in advance. But other than that, we had no plan of the story or anything like that. So we had to come up with our whole story. And Mish, it was mainly you who came up with the story.
Mhm.
Right. So Ryan finished his class. We met up. I just kind of, we really went into this with zero ideas, and it started just like struck me. I was like, hey, I watched this movie recently. It's kind of fun, and it's pretty cheap looking. You know what I'm saying? So could be interesting. And honestly, we didn't even write a script out. We kind of just like wrote little plot points, and then we were just like, yeah, we're gonna improv it the whole way through.
Yep.
So if you have any issues with the quality, it's blame the actors. You know.
Blame the actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to know how I found
I
out I was
remember
going to be
that
in
one.
this film? 3 greasy young men come running into my room. I'm sorry.
We're not greasy.
Did I
We're
say-
not,
I'm
we're
sorry.
not
Clean.
greasy. You keep on calling
Four
us
are
greasy.
Clean, shining young men.
Thank you.
showered
Yeah, that's right.
Shaved,
I'm so proud of
beautiful,
myself.
Continue.
handsome,
Yeah.
strong,
Sexy.
young men run into the room that I'm in, and they go, "Ronan, we need you. We need you for a film, Ronan." And I thought it was gonna be a 30-minute thing. Turns out I'm committing my whole day to being a tweaker in the RCC, which is again what I do normally, but it was like on camera this time.
Yeah, is it like every day because you're a freak?
I'm a bit of a freak.
How did it feel having to basically do your day-to-day life but in front of a camera? Like, did that feel weird to you, or did it feel
It
natural?
was like National Geographic documentary, bro.
It's like that's like asking how the elephants feel when they're getting recorded. It's like at first it's a little weird, but then you kind of get used to it. You know?
Sorry, could you repeat that? I did an elephant noise, and I don't want
No,
that
I
in the
hated the
podcast.
elephant noise. I just went past it because I hated it so much. This is an elephant noise. It goes, that was awful. Don't even.
What do
don't
you
even
mean
try
this
to step
elephant
to me.
noise that you're doing?
This is my elephant noise. Now do
Are you
yours.
farting?
Do
no,
yours,
it's
do
an
yours.
elephant noise.
Are you farting, bro?
No, that's what elephants do.
I will pull up a photo of an elephant right now.
A photo of an elephant, you can't hear it.
I will
This is
pull-
why.
I'm in a room with a bunch of imbeciles.
Hey, I'm gonna search up elephant right now. Keep going with the podcast.
Yeah, it's
bro.
gonna come up with an elephant.
Okay,
Can we
so
get back on task?
I think
Sorry,
so.
But it was kind of a group collective of like, some people were thinking of different shots and like ideas and whatever. So it's kind of how we did it.
Hang on, guys. Can we quickly pause for a second?
Okay, yeah, sure.
We talking elephants? Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Okay, Ronan was a lot. You're not on Angry Birds, dude. This isn't Angry Birds.
Isak, you're gonna have a fun time editing this.
Hang
No,
on.
no. Ronan was closer with the elephant noises.
Yeah.
You're just breathing. You're
I'm
just
not
not
breathing.
What do you
Everything
think
Not
that
breathing.
elephants do? What do you think that elephants do?
What do
I
you
was
think
in that
everything
room,
does?
Isak.
All
Okay,
right, back on topic.
Okay, so I think we've been talking more about our side, but Zach and Isak, what's your side of the story? What roles did you guys have?
Isak and I kind of split audio duties.
Yeah.
Like, tell them about the bathroom scene.
Want to
Yeah,
tell them
okay.
about also the
Yeah, the
RCC
bathroom incident.
187 scene?
Yeah. Okay. So the bathroom scene. So there's a scene in the movie, in the short film, where Ronan runs into a bathroom and he goes, "I'm a superhero. I'm a superhero. I'm a superhero."
I did a little
By the way,
involved
the
in that.
main, the main reason why we wanted to film that was because we needed a mirror. No, so we did this in the gender neutral bathroom, which is like a solo bathroom, and like
Seven.
They know what a gender neutral bathroom
yeah.
is.
So
Ryan.
Sweaty
basically, it was like 6 or 7 of us in this
Crammed
one
into a small bathroom.
bathroom.
Isak popping a squat in the toilet.
I was popping a squat on the toilet.
But
Um,
Had his
So,
pants down for some
basically-
reason.
but yeah, so
yeah,
Isak,
so-
what was the issue with the bathroom scene?
Yeah, so the bathroom scene. So Ronan did a very, very good job.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
He did a wonderful job
did.
with the
10
first
out of 10
shot.
performance.
And then I check down and we leave and I'm like, okay, let me check the audio, make sure everything's good. I checked with Zach and the audio file is not there. You wanna know why?
Because you didn't press the goddamn button.
I did not press record. So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
at this point
Yeah.
everybody's leaving. I'd also like to mention within the first 5 minutes of us starting, Ryan was tweaking from start to finish. He was
Yeah, I was
rushing
gonna
us
bring
for
that
the
up.
Okay, yeah.
entire time.
We could. How about Zach talks about his role first, and then we could bring up how Ryan was like an hour in already tweaking.
Yeah.
It wasn't even an hour in though.
It was
It
like
was
half an
like
hour at
as
most.
soon as we started filming, Ryan
yeah.
was like,
He was just like over. He was literally
I-
like done. It was crazy.
You want to talk about this now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Yeah. And then
so
we'll get to
basically,
Zach's role.
okay, here's the reason why I was tweaking. Right, we were on a time crunch because Isak said he had to leave by 9:30.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, we have to film this entire thing by 9:30.
Yep.
And people were dilly-dallying, talking, yapping, doing whatever. They were dilly-dallying, and I'm like, we have to get this done.
We were
So
dilly-dallying a little.
Let's
Mhm.
move.
We're 30 minutes in. We're still in the first room where we're filming everything, and Ryan's in like the back corner just talking to himself.
Yeah.
He's tweaking out. He's like pacing
Well,
back
no, no, no.
and
This
forth,
was
just
no, no, no.
talking to
This
himself.
was. I did that when we came back to film the recharge
Oh,
scene.
well, okay, yeah, you are right actually, but it was just still like kind of funny that like at that point you were just like, these people, I'm so done. I'm done with everything. You were talking like,
were like
Joker
Gollum.
from Batman. Yeah.
My father was a bit of a cinematographer.
No, yeah, you were talking like Gollum, like
Actually, maybe
My precious.
You were.
Stroking his camera.
That's the first time I've been scared of Ryan because
It's weird 'cause
he
he
was
would, like-
tweaking for the entire
like
time.
stroke my hair, you pet my head.
My actor, my precious actor.
Basically, I don't know how many times I said shut up during that
well,
final scene.
you,
A
you
lot.
wanna use your swear and say what you
Yeah, you
actually
wanna know what
said?
you said?
Sure. I don't know how many times I was saying shut the up.
whoa, 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 whoa,
But
whoa.
that's my one swear. That's my one swear. That's my one
Okay,
swear.
yeah,
That's-
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
But basically, I was telling people to shut up left and right because like people wouldn't.
Why don't we ask one of the victims about how they feel?
Me.
No, Abby.
Oh.
She's right here.
Abby's Whoa, wait. Special guest.
Yeah,
Special
special
guest.
guest part
Yeah.
two.
Special
so,
guest who has been sitting with us the
Okay,
whole
yeah.
time and
Wait,
has
usually
not
we just
been
Oh
keep her at
wait.
the
talking.
corner.
Okay, wait.
Is
So
it- is this
yeah.
the
okay.
right microphone?
Ubby?
Hello.
Ubby, would you like to tell us about your experience being on set?
Tell us how you you feel as a victim of Ryan Price.
I was sitting there in the lounge. I was chilling until I was told, "Hey, do you want to help?" And I was like, "Hey, I'll help my good friends." I go to help, and I'm sitting there quietly in the corner, whispering to one of my other friends, and I turn around and I see Ryan Price staring into my soul, telling me to shut the up. I didn't even say anything. He just looked at me and started telling me to shut the up.
can we go to Zach? He hasn't really talked.
Oh.
to us.
Zachary.
Yeah, so my role, I was helping Isak. Well, we were kind of both doing the audio and the lighting together. But I also edited the video. Yeah, I did most of it yesterday because I've been pretty busy. It went all right. I mean, some of the
Yeah, we
shots
watched
were
it.
interesting.
Honestly, I think it's pretty good for what we have, except for the fight scenes are just like really
Yes.
rough because, as stated,
Yeah.
that Mish wanted to go improv with the fight scene, which is ironically the one thing you should not improv.
I don't think that's
it
a
worked
thing.
pretty well, dude.
Coming
It
from a
did
new media
not.
student.
It would have been better if like there were
The-
some more shot
No,
Yeah,
so
variants
because-
and
Okay, I think
stuff.
the thing
Go
is
ahead,
like we just
Yeah.
didn't have enough time to choreograph a fight scene.
I was about to say, like, the thing is like, we did not have time. Like, look, Isak, if you wanted to stay back another hour and stuff like that, we could have really done it. But people were on a crunch. People had to leave. And honestly, it's really not like, I don't know about you, but I, rough house with friends and stuff like that. It's really not that hard to just do, some fighting. I honestly think that, like, what Ron and I were doing, even though the shots themselves, you might be disappointed with them, the actual actions that we were doing were pretty
Yeah.
good
I
at
don't think the
times.
actions were okay in the first fight scene. The actions were.
There was a couple like me and Isak.
I
Yeah,
will say,
yeah, me
yeah,
were
rough
pretty
in
quick.
there. For
that
a
was
little bit.
that was actually really good. I really like that, where I like the camera pulls out and then Ronan and
throw
Isak start
Isak.
fighting.
But
and
notice
that's
how
really
that was
good.
I-
the start, the only part that we choreographed, and then I just went like, I don't know, crazy.
To be fair, I will say the girls did not know how to fake fight.
Of course they didn't. No
I-
one knows
Because
how
they
to fake
didn't
fight.
want to.
No,
They
you
didn't
know-
want to throw a punch.
Yeah, no, because okay, the main issue is like Ronan threw me across. That's fine.
Goddamn right.
You chose the one guy who does fake fighting to not actually fight against. You chose the
Yeah.
3 women who did not want to be here
Yeah.
to actually fake fight because Zelda was really awkward. Hi Zelda.
Hi,
Zelda
Zelda.
was really awkward when it came to like punching. Mass didn't know what to do, and I
Mass.
looked at the footage. Albie, I'm looking at you. That was rough.
No, Abby, you were fantastic.
That was rough.
At
No.
moral support and talking through our takes.
No, it's like for like talking about she was great, but then I saw the fight scenes and it was rough. And like yeah, coming from me because I actually do
yapped a lot.
like coming from me because I actually do pro wrestling. Like I know a decent amount of like how to like
Yeah.
do like even like on the fly fake fights. Oh, I feel like someone should just like let Ronan give him a suplex. I feel like something.
I feel like maybe we shouldn't have. Like, I feel like, yeah.
No,
that was
I
super-
do think that was probably a mistake to not have you, Isak, have more of a role in the fighting.
Yeah.
I was just thinking
Yes.
because the fight scene that you were in was just like a group one.
Yeah.
But we could have probably changed it around so that you were maybe the last part so that you had a larger
Yes.
role.
Yes,
know?
or you could have guided the people.
But going back to we actually didn't finish the bathroom scene. So can
Oh
I
my
finish up the
God.
bathroom scene?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can finish
sure,
up the
sure.
bathroom
So
scene.
yeah, so the bathroom scene. So I realized that oh crap, the audio's not done, and I know at this point Ryan is like annoyed. Everyone else is like going through. I know
'Cause we're
Ronan.
cramped in a small
we,
ass
were, we,
bathroom,
we were cramped in a
breathing
bathroom,
on each other.
and I know Ryan, and I know
So
nobody
sweaty.
wants to do that, but I show Zach, and I'm like Zach, and he's like, you got to go tell them, bro. So people have already left. They're already back, like walking towards like the room we were already going to, and I have to go, hey guys, the audio's gone.
You missed one small detail there.
What?
After I said you gotta go tell them because he was the one that pressed a button.
Yes.
He said, "Okay, stay here. I'll be right back." And then I just got left standing in the bathroom with the boom mic, all the cables, and the recorder for like 5 minutes while these guys were just like talking with each other. It was so great. I
But
loved it.
The funny thing is, that wasn't the only detail you missed out because just as we did that shot, there's a multi-camera. There's a class that's going on and they were on break, right? And so just as Isak was leaving to tell us about how he messed the shot, there was just tens of people. So Isak
Yeah.
had to basically make a public announcement in front of tens of people
Yeah.
about how he messed up a shot and how we need to go back into the bathroom.
It
And
was
then
like a
Ryan's like-
clown car.
It really was.
ridiculous.
It
Because then
was,
after
yeah.
that, Zach came out like, guys, you just left me in the bathroom.
Like,
Oh, my.
imagine seeing like 13 people come out of a bathroom with full audio and camera equipment, and then just a panting, scrawny young man, Ronan Robert Shimon, just squealing his goddamn heart out. What? And I'm gonna do it. What the actual?
Yo, number 2.
That's number two. That's number two.
Yeah, and
One more
and I knew
time.
people would be upset, and Ryan instantly like I can't say it on the podcast, but he starts saying words at me, and then everybody's annoyed. Ronan is like actively like hands in head because like
It's embarrassing.
he's embarrassed, and I felt really bad. And then for like a solid 2 minutes, they were like, "Okay, you're not doing audio anymore." And then they realized they needed an audio person, so I was back on the team. So
That did happen, yeah. that did
Two-person
happen.
job.
Two
But
questions,
Isak, that wasn't the only audio thing that you messed up because there was a shot where you accidentally hit the boom mic on something,
Yes.
right?
I
oh
do
my
remember
God!
that.
God forbid I didn't see something hanging from the ceiling.
No, but God
That's your only
forbid
job.
Ronan had to redo the tweaker shot where he had to embarrass himself in front of random people. you
especially
know?
women. Sorry, Ronan.
Especially women.
Maybe date outside
Especially.
the program.
Yeah, that might. I just hope people don't know me. I feel like my online presence the second I got to TMU has been horrible.
It's okay. My
just
in
terrible.
It's okay. My in-person influence has been way worse.
Yeah, I guess
Hey, you chose to go to an art school.
I did,
so-
unfortunately.
Yeah, why'd
uh,
you do that, bro?
I don't know. I don't know.
You could have been an engineer, dude.
I could have been. No, I could not. Real talk, guys. I might be actually dumb, and I'm too scared to take an IQ test to verify that I'm dumb.
Hey,
But I
welcome to
legitimately
the
think I'm
club.
dumb.
Welcome to the club.
But
No,
you know,
it's all
at
good.
least like it doesn't matter if you're dumb if you're rich and famous. You know.
I
Real,
won't
that's
be
what I'm
rich,
saying.
and I'm not famous. So
Well,
I feel like
You're about
You're
to
a
be
new
famous.
media student.
You're about to
pretty
be famous.
dude.
for the awful reason.
You're pretty famous.
I'm
dude.
famous like the same reason the Harambe gorilla is famous.
You're gonna
That's a
be on the
reference
same
to
level
the,
as Luigi and Diddy. They were last.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay.
What? No,
I
Harambe.
can't be Diddy famous, bro. How dare you? Oh,
Another swear, bro.
Oh, you're
Oh,
over, dude.
You're
get him
over,
out,
you're
get him
out
out,
of
get
the
him out,
podcast.
get him out, get him out.
Anything else about the filming process, or Zach? Do you want to talk about how editing was for you?
Editing was fine. I kind of one thing that I did add that I liked was I did this thing where I added like this glowing effect anytime that it was showing stuff from the perspective of like
I
Ronan's
saw
cracked
that.
up
I like
mind.
that.
Yes.
I added that touch because I thought it made like a nice. I what's the word? I'm blanking out. Like a good differentiator to show between like what the world sees and what Ronan
Yes.
sees.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure. But just one question, you know, because I remember it was a 12-hour challenge. Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
12 hours,
I'm just curious because I'm pretty sure if I counted correctly, it took around 54 hours.
Well,
To edit?
I'm gonna use my second swear here. You. I was tired. Yeah.
No, to be fair, you did
He
have
was
multi
tired
the
for
next freaking day.
54 hours.
Wait, no,
I was
hold up.
busy.
54
Wow.
Who
Yeah,
here's
okay.
getting hammered tonight?
No.
Only I think
This
it's only
guy.
Zach. I think it's
You
only
got
Zach.
me.
Anyway, so yeah, editing went well. We'll post the final product on Instagram
And
probably
YouTube.
tonight, and YouTube tonight.
Probably. Oh, probably not tonight. We'll probably release it at the same
One
time as
more
the
day.
podcast.
One more day, Zach.
Sure.
Okay, look, the director had some feedback.
I did in fact
And
have
Ryan
some
Price
feedback, yes.
still has to send some stuff to me.
We have so much to edit. There's so much random
We-
talking.
Okay, that's
Isak.
fair.
Sorry,
Yeah, that's fair.
Isak has so
I-
much to edit down.
No. I'm saying like
We will
That-
watch
no.
Isak edit it down.
No, I'm saying like we're not gonna go over time if that's the issue. Like there's a lot of stuff you
There's
can
a lot
edit.
of stuff we can cut out. I'm
Well,
willing to
do
go
you
on.
wanna wrap it up then?
Gay.
we-
What is
Oh,
this?
I remember.
Yes.
He was
I
like,
shut
everybody
up.
called me gay.
Mute. Okay. Anyways, Isak.
Did you actually
We're gonna
mute-
wrap up the podcast
Did
now.
hang on, Zach
anyways.
just muted all of their mics.
Okay. Do you want to wrap it up?
All right, before I actually start crying, well, get back in your hole, Mish. Get back in there, bro. All right. Thank you all for joining us this episode of the Out of Depth podcast. Now, what are we doing next week, Zach?
Next week, we're hosting a comedy show / talent show. They're all screaming in there. Okay, anyways, next week we're hosting a talent show / comedy show. So that should be
Hell yeah.
fun. I know you've been wanting to do this for a while. This
Yeah.
is like kind of your
My whole bit is that like I want to do stand-up comedy, and each time I try and do a joke, I get immediately shut down. So maybe I can finally do this, and I can become one of those like Instagram comedians.
yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you, Ronan, for joining us this
Yeah,
episode.
Thank you,
problem.
Ronan, for joining us.
Quiet, shut up. Okay, Ronan. So, how did you feel recording and being with us for the entire day?
Isak, I felt out of depth.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Whoa, see you next week.
You're welcome.
Bye.